Hey guys, Glenn here with Southern Fried Cards, and you're about to see the third installment of my 100 cards for $100,000. Now, if you may have missed the first couple, I had the complete list up, and then I've got two videos before this one covering cards 1 through 10. Now, in this video, we'll cover cards 11 through 15. For your convenience, I'll have these in chapters in the description below so you can skip ahead or come back. Or I encourage you to stay with me through the whole thing. If you missed those other ones, I'll have the playing list somewhere up here. But you can go back and watch those and get caught up. I do have them in a playlist for you guys. Without further ado, let's get to card number 11. Okay, so card number 11 on my list is a 1950 Bowman Ted Williams. This is card number 98 in the 1950 series. I've got it down for about $750 in a PSA 4. That would bring my total up to this point for the 11 cards would be $13,988. Now let's go over a little bit of Ted's 1950 season. Ted hit a whopping 317 average. He also had 82 walks, so he wasn't just swinging at everything. He had 82 walks. He had 28 home runs that season. And in the All-Star game, he gave some double trouble there. He didn't hit just one, but he hit 2 home runs that game. Treating it like it was his own personal showcase, you know. He had a heck of a year that year. And I like this card because I really like about this card is the stands in the background. And you can tell that he just took a swing and he was finishing his follow through. Really classic image. Okay, let's move on. Card number 12 is also a 1950 Bowman. It is the Roy Campanella. This one would be card number 75 in the set. I've got it down as $250 in a PSA 5 grade. This would bring my total for the 12 cards up to $14,238. Now let's recap his 1950 season, which was a great season for Roy. He batted a .217 average with 31 home runs and 89 RBIs. And he was selected to the All-Star game. But his biggest achievement was he was awarded the National League MVP for that year. That alone is a reason to want this card in my collection, MVP year. But the card itself, what draws me to it is I love the fact that his Dodgers jersey is right there up front. And I like the B on his hat. I mean, it's just a classic image. I will be looking to add this one sooner rather than later because I'm a big Campy fan. Alright, next up we're moving to the 1951 Bowman. This is card number 13, 1951 Whitey Ford, card number 1 in the series. I've got this one down for $500 in a PSA 3. This would bring my total up to $14,733 for the first 13 cards in this list. Remember, we're going to $100,000 here. So not too bad for 13 cards so far. Now, like I said, this one's the chairman of the board, 1951 Whitey Ford Bowman card. Now, Whitey Ford was nicknamed the chairman of the board. He had a 16-year career, and it was all with the Yankees. He was a 10-time All-Star, 6-time World Series champion. He was a 1961 Cy Young Award winner. He was a World Series MVP. He was three times he led the American League in wins. And he is the Yankees leader in wins, 236. Shutouts of 45, and get this, he is the Yankees leader in innings pitched with 3,170 innings. It's a lot of pitches. Anyway, the 1951 Bowman Whitey Ford. I like this card as well with the hat, the New York Yankees emblem on the hat. And he's just so young and happy there in this photo. I really like this card. So I'm looking for it in a PSA 3 for around $500. Okay, moving right along now, we're staying with the 1951 Bowman. Card number 14 is 1951 Bowman Yogi Berra. So we went from Whitey Ford the pitcher to Yogi Berra the catcher. Now, 1951 was a MVP season for Yogi. He hit .294 with 27 home runs and 88 RBIs and helped them secure a victory in the World Series over the New York Giants. I like this card because it's a classic Yogi card. I'm seeing a pattern here. I really like the catchers. In Yogi's just his Yogiisms. But this is a classic card. Can't wait to get it in my set. Like I said, we're getting it in the PSA 5. I'm looking for around $550 or so, which would bring the total of the first 14 cards to $15,283. We'll see if we can save some money on some of these cards here. But that's your 1951 Bowman Yogi Berra, card number 14 on the list. Okay, moving on to card number 15. We're staying with the 1951 Bowman. And this one, folks, is a big one. It's a 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle. Yes, the rookie card. I'm looking for it in a PSA 1, around $8,000 maybe. Making the running total go in to $23,283. Now, just a cool story I found when I was doing research on Mickey Mantle in 1951. He was in the majors, with the Yankees. He got into a slump, and they sent him down to their Kansas City Blues, their top farm team of the time. And he continued to struggle there. Out of frustration, he picks up the phone and he calls his dad, Mutt Mantle. That same day, Mutt drives up to Kansas City from Oklahoma and starts to pack his son's clothing, saying, quote, "I thought I raised a man. I see I raised a coward instead. You can come back to Oklahoma and work the mines with me." Well, after this rebuke by his dad, Mantle gradually hit his way out of the slump, to where he was hitting an impressive .361 with 11 home runs and 50 RBIs with the Kansas City Blues. He got called back up after 40 games with the Kansas City Blues, and he got back in time for the World Series with the Yankees. Just an interesting side note there. Now, on this card, of course, it's a hobby icon of a card. I love the blue background and the fact that it's Mickey Mantle's rookie card, his true rookie. Anyway, 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle in a PSA 1 for $8,000.